Rural Arizona is the place where innovation is being done right now, and that's because necessity is the mother of invention.
Arizona Rural Policy Forum is a unique conference and a unique opportunity for rural communities and those who support rural communities, not just to network, but to really bounce ideas off of each other.
These types of events are really important. What we find working around the West with communities is those communities that are successful are ones that really have leadership that's come together and thought about the type of future they want to create, getting together with their peers and really digging into what do we want to do. We find that these types of events, like the Rural Policy Forum, are an excellent way to do that. It really elevates the capacity of communities that attend.
The Rural Policy Forum is important to me because it gives me an opportunity to connect with other communities that are like ours. Really coming together and sharing ideas is so important, and every time I come, I learn so much. I've already stolen like 5 things today.
The opportunity to be here and participate in the Arizona Rural Policy Forum is important for me because I feel like I take back the ideas and the opportunity to say, hey, you really missed a great event. Not all rural leaders are going to understand the value of this until somebody is able to share that with them. And once they get that experience, they're going to be here next year.
The Rural Policy Forum provides a venue for democratic deliberation and information gathering and resource gathering for rural communities throughout the state of Arizona that really don't have access to this type of information. Additionally, you provide ample opportunity for real input.
I love this kind of rural policy forum because it's so helpful to have people connect and learn from each other. You know, rural communities are so isolated from each other, and this kind of rural forum really allows people to connect. There's no one answer to economic development, and hearing what's working in different places is a great way to spur ideas.
Local First Arizona has done an outstanding job of bringing together a diverse group of leaders within Arizona that expose their intellect and their ideas with one another, that create an opportunity for synergies that truly can make groundbreaking differences in the state.
So my strategy for economic development is a systems approach. It looks at a whole sector, and it looks at what kind of community assets there are that we can build on, how to invest in them, but also what are some of the gaps, and really looking for the leverage points that will cause that ripple effect across the whole system. It's all about wealth that sticks.
The Arizona Rural Policy Forum is important for communities across the state because it gives us a place to come together. There's always strength in solidarity. Often we are not heard because we're outnumbered by the population in the bigger communities.
In rural communities, we tend to have very small staff sizes, and as a result, we don't have the opportunity to get out of the office very often and meet and greet and learn from other communities facing similar problems unless there's a forum like this.
Absolutely. Coming out to a forum like this helps you to network, you learn different ideas, it brings people together, and it makes things happen.
Is preserving that character and authenticity of place, because that's really what people are there for, whether it's tourists coming through or people who are going to live there. It's that thing that distinguishes that town from everywhere else, because let's be real, we've got a lot of everywhere else throughout the country, but what people are attracted to are those authentic places, those places that have character, and you need to be very deliberate and strategic and sometimes make hard decisions in order to preserve that authenticity.
The way we move into this 21st century is highly based on workforce development needs, is highly based on entrepreneurial culture, is really emphasizing regionality. And so an institution like community colleges such as Yavapai really can reach that broader audience.
Opportunity to host the Rural Policy Forum has been fabulous for Clarkdale. Not only do we get to showcase our civic pride, it has really caused us to come together for a single end. I think it helps us focus on points of pride as we assess our community. We've had a lot of our community members actually attend the forum, so I think we're getting new language and new ideas about ways we can solve problems that we've been wrestling with here. So I think it's been a really great opportunity for Clarkdale.
The Rural Policy Forum gives communities an opportunity to showcase their assets to people who might not otherwise get a chance or or even think about coming to visiting their communities. What we've discovered here in Clarkdale is from my YUMA perspective, a gem of a place that I might not have otherwise considered visiting. What I've been able to take away from this conference I find remarkable. I've had a 40-year career in rural community development, and I am admittedly jaded when it comes to thinking I'm going to learn new ideas, and this opportunity has been remarkable, outstanding in presenting to me a perspective that I may not have considered otherwise.